want to talk about in this video what seasonal servers could look like if it came to Diablo Immortal, and what I think it would do to the game, both positive and negative. Let's get straight to it, guys. Let's talk about it right meow. And no, I'm not kidding around. So I'm not gonna try to find the article, but there has been a lot of talk about a seasonal server that went live on the China version of Diablo Immortal. Now, it is based off rough translations. It sounds like it was pretty free-to-play friendly in the way that, you know, it is only good. I just used the wrong skill. I'm a noob. That it is seemingly free-to-play friendly and even encourages people not to spend, and it only lasts for, I think it was like a month or something like that, like a season basically, which is a really cool idea. Now, this would not be the first time that seasons have come to a Diablo game. If you're not aware, Diablo 3 clearly had seasons, and considering that they're redoing so many different aspects of the game, I think this is the best time possible for them to introduce a seasonal version of the game. In my mind, and how I think it could play out, let me just go ahead and activate this for farming. And then switch my Paragon to Treasure Hunter. I think where are we at? Where are we at though, bruh? Cool. All right, and then let me save that one. Switch, loadout, override, boom. Okay, cool. So I think that, you know, what it could, I don't have any versions of what it looks like based off what it looks in, you know, the Chinese game, but a version of the game, but I do think it would be so cool to get here. I mean, even if my biggest question is, what would we do? What would the reward be, right? You have to get some amount of reward, at least in my opinion, to make the seasonal content viable outside of just a leaderboard. I was thinking maybe a cosmetic, so like there could be like a permanent realm, which is what we're playing in right now, and then the seasonal realm is very similar to Diablo 4. Now that keeps the game ever fresh in the fact that you can add and do whatever you want and test different seasonal things, but I would encourage, if we were to get seasons, that it would tie back to the permanent realm. So maybe the rewards for doing well on the seasonal realm would be like legendary crest for the permanent realm. You know what I mean? Like, you want to intertwine them so deeply that people are encouraged, not have to, but are encouraged to continue playing the main realm, because a lot of people have invested a lot of time, energy, and resources into this game on what is the only version of the game that we know, which I'm, and for context, just calling it the permanent realm. So I would assume they wouldn't want to just, you know, forego that. But I could see people being highly competitive and having a lot of fun on a free-to-play version of a seasonal type of Diablo, in more or less kind of what people probably anticipated Diablo Immortal to be when it first launched. Not necessarily my interpretation. I know it was a mobile game. I knew there'd be some amount of pay to win. It's you know, that's just where we're at, and that's not what this video is about either. But, you know, I think that could potentially bring in a lot of people that played D4 that maybe aren't liking D4 and loved Diablo Immortal but hated the pay to win. I think there's a lot, like the whole PC community as a whole, I think that you could win some of them back. And I think that because of all the D4, you know, D4 bad memes, maybe people give Diablo Immortal a chance again in this sort of seasonal realm. So for the positives, I think it could reintroduce more people into the game. The negatives, you know, I think that it could really hurt, potentially, if not done correctly, it could hurt the quote-unquote permanent realm. And, you know, obviously the con being, depending if it's going to be pay to win or not. I don't know how they would do that. You know, you could make it just a seasonal realm that, you know, you could rebuy gems for, but my god, that would only be for like the mega whale. So I think they would ideally lean into the idea of it keeping it sort of free to play friendly. That way it is enticing to more, if not all, players. This is an interesting topic, guys. I as a content creator and a hashtag Diablo partner, I know nothing specifically. We haven't talked about that at all, but I am very curious what that could look like. And generally speaking, I think it would be a good thing for Diablo Immortal. And I know when I first started playing Diablo Immortal and they said that they will not be doing seasons, I was very relieved, because I typically don't like seasonal games. However, a lot has changed in the last year and almost 2 years since Diablo Immortal came out, and more games are going to the seasonal model to keep the games ever fresh, to ensure that their game isn't going to die. And I'm not saying Diablo Immortal is going to die. This game's going to be around for a hot minute. Can I join? Ugh, party full. Wow. I just need to do my quests. The the farmers are farming. But anyway, I think it could be a really cool idea. It would I'm terrified at how it would be implemented without, you know, like I hope it would be implemented in a way that would be beneficial to any and all players, but there's definitely a chance that it wouldn't be. So it could either really hurt the game, or it could set the game up for a long-term success over years, which is, I'm sure, every game developer's and company's goal is to have their game relevant for not just a little bit, but for actual years to come. And that this could be the opportunity for Diablo Immortal. So again, I'm sort of changing my mind when it comes to seasonal gameplay in Diablo Immortal. At first, I was all against it. I supported the fact they didn't want to do it. But now, after playing the game, like I said, I'm sort of having a change of heart, and I think it could be good for the game. I'm really curious what you as a community, our community, my community, feel about this. So let me know, guys. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about these potential, well, not potential, they do exist on the Chinese server, these seasonal servers. Do you want them to come to the global version of the game? Do you hope they stay in China? What concerns do you guys have? If you guys bring up some good points, I will either pin the comment and or just go ahead and make another video talking about some of the topics you guys bring up, because I sort of shared my thought process and what I think would be both good and or bad. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I personally am pro seasonal servers in addition to the permanent realm, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, see you in a video soon.